Welcome to The Debate. Today, we are immersing ourselves in some truly profound and frankly, often overlooked aspects of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali alayhi salam and Sayyidatuna Fatima al-Zahra alayha salam. These insights come to us as revealed in specific hadith from Kitab al-Kafi.
Right, and our discussion really springs from this monumental collection by al-Kulaini. It holds the teachings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the Imams alayhim salam, giving us these, intricate details on Quranic topics. It's considered sufficient, really, for all issues of religion. Specifically, we're looking at hadith from h1219, chapter 112, hadith 1, through to h1241, chapter 114, hadith 10.
Exactly. And the central question guiding our exchange today is this: how should we best understand and really internalize the profound, almost cosmic realities and the divine authority of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali alayhi salam and Sayyidatuna Fatima al-Zahra alayha salam, as revealed in these particular al-Kafi narratives? My position, essentially, is that these hadith unequivocally reveal their direct, inherent cosmic authority, what's known as 𝗹-𝗀𝗃𝗹𝗺, the power over creation itself, and their unparalleled divine status, something preordained, before creation even began.
And I'm approaching this from perhaps a slightly different angle, though certainly complementary. While I fully affirm their unparalleled divine status and, yes, their cosmic authority, I believe these narratives primarily serve to illuminate their crucial role as the living embodiments of divine guidance. They are the ultimate exemplars for humanity. These, mind-blowing aspects, as the outline suggested, they highlight not just raw power, but the purpose of that power, which is, I think, to establish a continuous path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to guide humanity towards truth, purity, justice, emphasizing that spiritual transformation and the continuity of guidance flowing through them.
Okay, let me try and articulate my perspective a bit more deeply then. The narratives in Kitab al-Kafi about Amir al-Mu'minin Ali alayhi salam and Sayyidatuna Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam, they're far more than just historical accounts. They really unveil foundational truths about creation, about the divine order itself. They underscore this extraordinary, preordained cosmic authority and unique divine status. For instance, take the remarkable Hadith 1120, chapter 113, Hadith 1, narrated from Imam Abu Abdallah alayhi salam. It recounts 𝗹-𝗀𝗵𝗵 alayhi salam hearing the glad tidings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's birth and telling Fatima, daughter of Asad, wait for a sabt, a period of time. Here 30 years, then I will give a similar glad news except prophethood. Now, he's referring, of course, to the future birth of Ali alayhi salam. The core insight here is this prophetic foresight, recognizing Ali's alayhi salam's exceptional status, his profound spiritual station even before his advent. It puts him in a category, akin to prophethood itself in terms of divine distinction.
Okay.
But what I find truly astonishing, and what powerfully demonstrates his inherent wilaya, taqwiniya, is Ali's alayhi salam power to resurrect the dead. And not just resurrect, but transform their identity based on allegiance. In Hadith 1227, chapter 113, Hadith 8, he brought a man back from his grave. The man was speaking Persian, and explained this change in language was because of his tradition of allegiance. Now, this isn't just a miracle in the usual sense. It's a profound revelation of Ali's alayhi salam's direct, active spiritual presence and a cosmic intervention. The key insight for me is that his authority isn't merely about spiritual guidance. It's a direct, inherent power that shapes reality itself, even transcending death. It demands, I think, a deeper recognition of his unique and active station in the divine order.
Your emphasis on that inherent cosmic authority, particularly with the resurrection hadith, it's certainly compelling, I won't deny that. But couldn't these extraordinary displays also be interpreted, perhaps primarily, as foundational lessons for humanity, serving a profound pedagogical purpose for believers, maybe not solely declarations of inherent power? For me, the real significance often seems to lie in how these displays serve divine guidance.
Pedagogical, yes, but is that the primary point?
Well, consider the intervention by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam for Fatima, daughter of Asad, Ali alayhi salam's mother. This is narrated by Imam Abu Abdallah alayhi salam in Hat 2022, chapter 113, hadith 3. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam entered her grave, lay down in it, and actually dictated the answers she would need for the questions in Barzakh, the intermediary realm. And crucially, when she hesitated on the question of her wali and imam, he repeatedly told her, "It is your son, it is your son, it is your son." The core insight there for me is the absolute necessity of recognizing the imam alayhi salam even in the afterlife, for spiritual understanding, for succor. This act underscores the continuous, guiding aspect of their authority. And that, I believe, is the purpose of their cosmic power to light our path always, in every stage of existence. Furthermore, think about Jibril alayhi salam's continuous revelation to Sayyidatina Fatima alayhi salam after the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam demise. That's in Hadith 1232, chapter 114, Hadith 1. Jibril alayhi salam informed her about her father, about her descendants. This established her as a Muhaddatha, someone who receives divine communications, angelic messages, even without being a prophet. This demonstrates a vital continuity of divine guidance through the Ahl-al-Bayt. It shows how divine wisdom flows uninterrupted through them. They are beacons of truth.
I absolutely appreciate the focus on the pedagogical implications, and you're right. Every divine act carries lessons, of course. However, I still maintain that the very nature of Ali's alayhi salam intervention, like altering the reality of a deceased person in Hit 2027, fundamentally foregrounds his inherent cosmic authority. It's more than just its instructional value alone. This wasn't simply a lesson about power, it was an exercise of profound, reality-bending power. And look at Asad ibn Safwan's eulogy for Ali alayhi salam in Hit 2024, chapter 113, hadith 5. It reinforces this. He describes Ali alayhi salam as invented for the task of leadership with divine authority and the lead figure in religion at first and at last. That description, it sounds like a preordained being whose very essence is tied to leadership with divine authority, not merely someone who received it for guidance. These acts are testament to his profound active influence over creation itself.
Okay, well, Ali's alayhi salam cosmic authority is undeniable, as you've, eloquently highlighted. I'm not convinced its primary revelation is just about inherent status, sort of detached from its function for creation. You present the resurrection hadith as proof of command over creation, but couldn't it also be understood as a powerful narrative illustrating the profound spiritual transformations that happen in the grave, transformations based on one's allegiance? The man's language changing, reflecting his tradition. That seems like a vivid lesson about how our spiritual choices shape our identity in the afterlife. It tells us about our journey guided by the Imam alayhi salam. Now, regarding Sayyidatuna Fatima alayhi salam, you described her as a Muhaddatha, receiving direct divine communication, and her primordial purity divinely named Fatima by an angel freed from menses at the time universal covenant al-Mithaq, that primordial covenant, right? H1237, chapter 114, hadith 6. You see this primarily as a sign of her absolute, singular spiritual excellence, inherent distinction, separate from her role as a guide. But don't these very attributes also establish the necessary conditions for her foundational role in guiding humanity?
Let me clarify my view on Sayyidatuna Fatima alayha salam, her unique status as a Muhaddatha, receiving those continuous revelations from Jibril alayhi salam after the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's passing, H1232. Yes, it is a direct channel of divine knowledge, but its implication, I think, goes beyond just ensuring continuity. It unequivocally places her in a distinct category of divine communication. It continues a legacy of receiving heavenly messages that, while not prophetic in the formal sense, signifies an unparalleled spiritual station in its own right. And her primordial purity being named Fatima by an angel, freed from menses at al-Mithaq, H1237, this speaks directly to her pre-creation exceptional divine nature.
Her very being, her attributes, are linked to that cosmic covenant. The key insight for me is that this purity is a sign of her absolute, singular spiritual excellence and inherent distinction. It's foundational to her existence, far predating any earthly role. It underscores her unique, unmatched place in the divine order. It's not merely a quality to be emulated, though it is that too, but a cosmic reality.
I fully agree that Sayyidatina Fatima alayhi salam's primordial purity and her role as a Muhaddatha are, well, profound revelations of her unparalleled station. No question. However, for me, the core insight lies in how these realities serve to secure and establish the continuity of divine guidance for us, for humanity. Her role as a Muhaddatha, h1232, ensures that continuous flow of divine knowledge and solace through the 𝗹-𝗵𝗵𝗵. It provides vital information, comfort for her descendants, for the community's spiritual well-being. It illuminates how divine wisdom flows uninterrupted through the imamate, acting as that ever-present beacon of truth we need to follow. And her primordial purity, h1237, it also establishes a profound principle of spiritual equivalence and infallibility, 𝗔𝗵𝗹, right? Divine protection from error and sin.
This is powerfully shown by Imam Abu Abdallah alayhi salam's clarification, Hadith 1235, Chapter 114, Hadith 4, that only Ali alayhi salam, another divinely protected, comprehensively truthful person, could ritually wash her for burial. This parallels the purity of Maryam and Isa alayhim salam. Now, this highlights the elevated spiritual standard needed for handling such divine purity, absolutely. But it also provides a framework for understanding the infallibility, the 𝗔𝗵𝗹 of the Imams alayhim salam, as a necessary condition for their role as ultimate trustworthy guides. So these inherent qualities seem directly linked to their function as the purest conduits of divine guidance.
It seems we are both deeply moved by these revelations, yet perhaps we're emphasizing different facets of the same diamond, so to speak. To further illustrate the cosmic nature I've been describing, let's turn to the truly extraordinary account of the marriage of Ali alayhi salam and Sayyidatina Fatima alayhi salam. The revelation that their union was decreed in the heavens 22,000 years before the creation of Adam alayhi salam, inscribed on an angel's shoulder, as narrated by Imam Abu al-Hasan alayhi salam in Hadith 1239, Chapter 114, Hadith 8. This just profoundly elevates their bond to a primordial cosmic event. And couple that with Imam Abu Abdallah alayhi salam's statement, Hadith 1241, Chapter 114, Hadith 10, that there would have been no match on earth for her from Adam to the end if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hadn't created Ali alayhi salam for her. Well, this signifies their unparalleled spiritual compatibility, yes, but also their foundational role in the divine blueprint for creation itself. The core insight here is that their existence, their union, far predates earthly existence. It emphasizes their unique, preordained stations as intrinsic to the very fabric of being. It's a cosmic marriage at the heart of creation.
That point about the cosmic decree predating Adam alayhi salam is incredibly powerful. It certainly demonstrates their unique status. But then, what are the implications of this cosmic decree for us, for the divine plan unfolding on Earth? I would argue that this foundational event, far from being solely about their inherent station in some abstract sense, profoundly emphasizes their role as the pure lineage through whom divine guidance would continually flow. Their union signifies the spiritual and earthly establishment of the imamate. It ensures the continuation of light, of wisdom, for humanity through their blessed descendants. And this is underscored, I think, by that miraculous tray of food, th 1238, Chapter 114, Hadith 7, that sustained 𝗹-𝗵𝗵𝗵 for days. Imam Abu Ja'far alayhi salam stated, "The tray is with us, and our al-Qaim," meaning Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, "will take it out at his time." This directly links Sayyidatuna Fatima's alayhi salam divine provision to the future manifestation of ultimate justice and guidance through Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. The insight here is a deep connection between their cosmic reality and their enduring active role as guides, culminating in global justice. Even Ali's alayhi salam heart-wrenching lament at Sayyidatuna Fatima's alayhi salam secretly buried grave, st1234, chapter 114, hadith 3, where he condemned the injustices she faced, her rights being taken away unjustly. That provides a critical perspective on the challenges faced by this divinely chosen lineage. It serves as a powerful lesson for believers about justice and injustice. So their cosmic reality seems deeply intertwined with their role as guides and exemplars here and hereafter.
In summary, then, the Al-Kafi hadith we've looked at today, they unequivocally unveil the absolute, inherent cosmic authority, the wilaya takwiniya, and the pre-creation divine status of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali alayhi salam and Sayyidatuna Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam. These aren't just stories about historical figures. They are profound, foundational truths about their unique station in the divine order. They challenge conventional understanding and demand a mind-blowing recognition of their spiritual realities and their direct, active connection to the very fabric of creation prior to and encompassing all earthly events. Their power isn't just to guide, but to actively shape existence itself.
To reiterate my perspective, while fully confirming their unparalleled divine status in these cosmic realities, these narratives profoundly establish Amir al-Mu'minin Ali alayhi salam and Sayyidatuna Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam as the ultimate sources and conduits of divine guidance for humanity. Their cosmic roles are, I believe, inextricably linked to ensuring the continuity of faith, illuminating the path for believers, and inspiring adherence to truth, justice, and spiritual transformation. Our understanding of their greatness is deeply rooted in their exemplary guidance for all of creation, a guidance made possible by their unique divine attributes.
I think we can both agree that these hadith from Kitab al-Kafi invite incredibly deep contemplation on the multifaceted nature of divine authority and guidance, and the profound significance of the Ahlul-Bayt, alayhim salam.
Indeed, they offer immense scope for continued exploration, their central role in guidance, their connection to creation's fabric, the unparalleled knowledge and authority revealed in these deeper hadith. We really leave it to you, the listener, to continue this journey of contemplation and to strengthen your allegiance to this blessed lineage. Their guidance truly is the ultimate path to faith, salvation, and success, rooted in these foundational covenants unveiled in the teachings we've touched upon today.
O God, make me leap to you in times of distress, ask from you in needs, and plead to you in misery. Tempt me not to seek help from other than you when I am distressed, to humble myself in asking from someone else when I am poor, or to plead with someone less than you when I fear, for then I would deserve your abandonment, your withholding, and your turning away, O most merciful of the merciful. O God, make the wishing, the doubt, and the envy which Satan throws into my heart a remembrance of your mightiness, a reflection upon your power, and a devising against your enemy. Make everything he causes to pass over my tongue, the indecent or ugly words, the maligning of good repute, the false witness, the speaking ill of an absent man of faith, or the reviling of one present, and all things similar, a speech in praise of you, a pursual of eulogizing you, an excursion in magnifying you, a thanksgiving for your favor, an acknowledgement of your beneficence, and an enumeration of your kindnesses. O God, bless Muhammad and his household. Let me not be wronged while you can repel from me. Let me not do wrong while you are powerful over holding me back. Let me not be misguided while you are able to guide me. Let me not be poor while with you is my plenty. Let me not be insolent while from you comes my wealth. O God, I come to your forgiveness, I go straight to your pardon, I yearn for your forbearance, and I trust in your bounty. But there is nothing with me to make me warrant your forgiveness, nothing in my works to make me merit your pardon, and nothing on my behalf after I judge my soul but your bounty. So bless Muhammad and his household and bestow your bounty upon me.